That's my son in the background, you can hear. He has come with me today. Welcome to Haddon Hill, top of Exmoor, overlooking Wimbleball Lake. Came up here yesterday knowing that the conditions would be bad, and bad was beyond bad. They were absolutely crap. Take a look at this. Even though, you know, this morning it's crap, I can't see over there, it's really misty. This morning's coffee is brought to you by milk that is in date. That is all. I'm not looking for anything in particular because the weather's crap. I knew it would be, but it was either last night or this morning. Last night it was 30-mile-an-hour winds for sunset and driving rain, so there's absolutely no chance. So I'm heading up to the top of the hill. It's mist. Turn you around. It is ruining. It's not ruining it, is it? That's the wrong word. It's causing me compositional issues. Even he looks a bit glum. So the reason we're here today, I was hoping for better sky, but we haven't got it today. It's still quite misty. There's still a fog, sort of over. It's 90% clearer than it was yesterday. Anyway, we're going to encapsulate 3 compositions today. One looking over the lake. One on a little path I found which kind of encapsulates a tiny bit of the lake, with a leading line of a path, and there's a birch tree, silver birch tree, all on its own near the gate on the way back. So 3 compositions. I'll see you when we get to the first one. Will you get off me, you little shit? Where are you? Don't bring your kid. You're a knob. Right. Oliver, stop banging me.
I'm not, I'm massaging you.
Right, we're set up on the lake, reservoir, call it what you will. Oliver, that's really annoying. Come over here, please. There's a tiny little path here. I'll turn you around and I'll show you. There's a tiny little path here that's kind of leading in to the shot, and up there I've got it weighted in the top right with this. Oh, my screen's gone off. I'm getting a massage here from Mr. Flecken. I've got the right weighted with this. The water runs up through sort of half of the middle and then up into the top middle over to the left, and sort of finishes there. I'm trying to get the histogram right. I think I'm there. This is actually ISO 500 f8 1/125th of a second. Apparently he's ill, and apparently he's had to stay home with Dad because he's not very well. What I've done is 2 shots, one focus to infinity, which is the furthest point you can see, and one focus a third of the way into the shot, which is your hyperfocal distance. I'll see which one's better on the laptop when I get it back. I'm also going to bracket it just purely because of the sky. The sky's crap. You would have seen in the previous bit of B-roll for me yesterday how crap and grey it was. So I'll bracket a shot and I'll put those up now. I'll put the settings up in the shot. Yes. I'll put the settings up below the shot. Right, so this is the second composition I spoke about in the little intro. Turn you around. So, as you can see, I'm kind of set up on a shot there-ish. These trees there are waiting the right-hand side. You've got layers back and front there. The layers work into the shot and gives it some depth. And then you've got a little taster of the lake reservoir, call it what you will, it's huge. It kind of want it to lead you to the reservoir, which is in the top right hand of the shot, but also leave you with a bit of mystery about the landscape and what is that over there if you're not au fait with the area. There's some nice clouds going across the back. We're bring those out in post. I've done the shots already, I've captured them, happy with the histogram, etc. So they sort of come out ISO 400, f13 and 1/100th of a second. There is quite a strong breeze here this morning, so 1/100th up to sort of 125, 160 if the breeze is strong, just to freeze all these ferns because the ferns move so easily. I will stick those up now. Really like this shot. Didn't see it yesterday, don't know why. Turn around. This signifies the end of autumn for me. You've got the tree, the bottom third of the tree is empty, but the top is still hanging, clinging onto those beautiful golden leaves, what's left of it. Behind, it's pure grassy fields and trees. There's literally nothing there. So I've come right down to f5.6 to bring the focus right in on that tree, blur out some of the background but not too blurred. 1/125th of a second because he's up high, the tree, so it is blowing in the wind and you want to freeze it. ISO 100. The histogram, let's not talk about that. It looks awful. I've got a spike over there. This side's fine, this side's kind of into the middle, but there is a slight spike over there. I focused right on the branch, right on the thick of the branch, because that's your subject. And when it's a shot like this, you focus on the branch. 2-second timer, stop all that vibration. And then once you've taken it, go into your images, zoom in and make sure it's all sharp, because the difference between that is this lovely and sharp. The difference between 1/125th of a second and 1/160th of a second could mean the difference between your blurred images and a pin sharp image. Right? If you're worried, set it higher, go to 1/200th of a second, and then adjust back down from there to where you're comfortable. So start at 1/200th, go to 1/60th, and then go to 1/125th. Sorry. I'm going to do 2 shots this morning, just to be sure I've got it right. Although, you can zoom in and check that everything's sharp, you've still got that element of doubt because you're staring at a 2-inch bloody LCD screen. Now, as crystal clear as these LCD screens are, it's always a worry. So, up to 160th, focus right in the middle of the tree, 2 seconds, boom. I'll put those up now. It's amazing what happens when you can see properly, isn't it? So that tree that I've just done actually stands out coming back up the hill. So I've actually set up a little composition here. Taster of the lake. I've done it again, If the sound's funny, I apologise. My mic is disconnecting and then it's connecting. Let's turn the bloody thing off. It's not windy. So again, I've led from the path. If I turn you around, I've led from the path down. There's your tree up there. And then you're getting a little taster of the lake in the background. There's layers where the hill drops in across there. There's layers. It's weighted far more on the right hand side, but that doesn't matter. You still got weight on the left hand side. The left hand side focal point is that tree again. I've focused to infinity for the first shot. I'll focus a hyperfocal on the second shot. I'm not going to bracket this one because it's just grey at the back, typical exmoor, but I really quite like it. It's just that last essence of autumn, isn't it? And it's nice. The reservoir, I think this would be a hell of a lot better later in the year. I intend to come up here twice more later in the year because the reservoir will be filling up again, and summer when the sun is coming up from behind the reservoir, but that is very, very early summer. That'll be ages away. But the reservoir's so empty. About 6 weeks ago I saw a person take a shot of how empty it was. It literally looked like someone's pulled the plug on the damn thing. Really, really bad. That just goes to show what a hot summer we had. Anyway, not going to babble on. Here it is. Really like this scene. The audio's gone funny. It's because my mic is gone, ran out of battery. So we're leading off the path there into the back of the shot. There's a load of fir trees and there's a load of water vapor clouds moving through. It's really quite nice. I've actually had to bracket this shot. Couldn't get the histogram quite right. It was over to the right and spiked really high, so I've tilted the camera down to go through the path, which has taken some of that white out of the shot and smoothed out the histogram. Now I've bracketed it because it's quite dark down here in the foreground, so that shot will bring out the shadows down here. The darker shots will bring out the clouds that are moving through. So it should work out. I haven't done a single shot. I've done 2 lots of bracketed shots. One with a higher amount of sky and one with the camera tilted down. So for example, let's have a look. The first bracketed shot was ISO 250, 1/113th of a second f13. The second one was again the same, but 1/100th. And 1/800th for the last one. I'm a bit worried about that first one, the 1/113th, because that may have picked out the movement in the grass. I've got to check that one, because if that's blurred, then it just makes for a pointless shot. No, it's all right. Must have done it when the wind died down a bit. I quite like it. It's you know, you've got your rule of thirds, you've got the path leading off into the middle, it kind of curves off to the left, and then that leads you into the fir trees. It's not a great deal of fir trees, it's just the literally the top thirds of them, but it's the water vapor clouds moving through. Hopefully it'll make for a good shot of that one. Right, just an experiment. I've got a church right over there. I've put the big lens on, 200 to 600. I'm going to do a shot at 200 and I'm going to do a shot at 600. I just want to see the difference. As the crow flies, it's got to be a good mile away. There's quite a bit of wind. I can see this moving, so I've put a 5-second timer on from when I've pressed the shutter button. So that should give it a good amount of time to calm down, steady itself before the shot's taken. 1/200th of a second, f11, ISO 160. Let's do it. I'll put the 200 shot up first and then I'll put the 600 shot up after. Completely forgot to do a thank you in a rush of packing up. Thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe and comment just there. Much appreciate your support. Brilliant comments coming through, you know, questioning comments, making me think, comments about being straightforward and open. It's brilliant. Love to read your comments and I will reply to every one of them, I promise. As for now, take it easy, have a nice week, and I'll see you next week. Stay safe. Thank you.